introduce Mr. Prabhav, who is the promoter of Leapfrog Engineering Services. We have the full-time director and chief financial officer, Sapna. Mr. Hegde, Gopal Krishna Hegde, he is the most senior and the most distinguished advisor actually. And we have Mr. Lakshman from Fincho Management. And myself, S. Ramakrishna, Director of Fincho Management. So I welcome you all to this event where we will be taking you through the entire journey of Leapfrog Engineering Services. So Mr. Prabhav will be explain the entire business details. Just as a brief, Leapfrog actually is an integrated engineering solutions company. Working mostly in the Middle East, has got operations in domestic also, and they have got a wide portfolio. It's an integrated solutions company which gives solutions for electrical, instrumentation, industrial automation, fire safety, and modular substations. So it's an integrated solution provider. Just to give you the brief details of the SME IPO, which is going to come in BSE SME. So the issue will be opening on 17, 18 and 19 June. The issue size is 88.51 crores. The issue comprises of both fresh issue and offer for sale. The fresh issue is for 79.59 crores. The offer for sale is for 8.91 crores. With a dilution of 27.14%. The price band will be 21 to 23. 23 will be the upper price band. So it's a book build issue, which where actually we have got QIP individual investors and non-institutional investors participation. The lot size will be 6,000 equity shares. And as you all know, actually we have to apply for minimum 2 lots. So each lot will be of, means 2 lots comprising, it will be 2,76,000. So now I would like to welcome Mr. Prabhav Rao, who will take you to the entire journey of Leapfrog.
Good afternoon, everyone. At the outset, I would like to thank everybody for taking your time off and coming for this investors presentation. I'm extremely happy today on 2 counts. One, because of the obvious reason that we are launching our IPO. A bigger reason for me to be excited and being happy to be here in Ahmedabad is because Ahmedabad happens to be my Janmabhoomi. I was born in Ahmedabad and I was raised in Gujarat. I spent almost half of my life in Gujarat. So that gives me a lot of pleasure to be here, my first investor presentation, to be doing it in my Janmabhoomi, which is Ahmedabad. So I thank you all for coming over here and being a part of this investors meet. So I have divided this portion into 2 parts. I will just give you a brief of my journey of starting this company, and then we have a corporate video which will give you a complete idea in terms of what we do. So to start with my background, I am basically an electrical engineer. I did my initial schooling in Valsad, Baroda and Ahmedabad. And I went on to do my electrical engineering from Manipal Institute of Technology in Karnataka. I later did my master's degree and started my career in Mumbai with a large engineering company called as Crompton Greaves. Later I got an opportunity to join a large multinational company called as GE. The reason I'm giving you this background is it will give you a sense in terms of the knowledge that we bring in terms of the engineering capabilities while we started the company. So in 2005, we started this company called as Leapfrog Engineering Services, basically to cater to two major problems in the engineering domain. If you recall, the 90s and the 2000s saw a huge spate of infrastructure development happening in the country. And a lot of the projects that were executed during those days, there were three different entities which were working in silos. One was the customer, one was the project management company, and then the executing company, which is the contracting company. Now, all these companies worked in silos, and ultimately the customer is to suffer because of the delayed execution of the project and cost escalation. We wanted to solve this basic problem and bring all these services under one roof. And that's how the birth of Leapfrog Engineering Services took place. We coined it as a design-build company. We don't call ourselves as a contracting company because that's a very loose term that is normally used only for the executing entities. Leapfrog Engineering Services is a design-build company which brings in a complete end-to-end solution in various engineering domains. Now, since I came from an electrical background, the natural progression was to start something in the domain which I understood. So we started off as an electrical and automation company in 2005, but with a clear vision to become a complete integrated engineering services company. In about 2 decades, we have matured into an integrated engineering company, offering solutions in almost all the domains of engineering: electrical, automation, mechanical, which comprises of the industrial piping and the fire protection system; the automation, which comprises of the industrial automation, which is part of our robotics portfolio; and the process automation. And about 2 years ago, we ventured into a completely new concept called as the modularized solution, where we offer modular substation solutions for all the industrial clients. These are all skid-based modular solutions, which was a completely new concept that we conceptualized, and it has now started gaining traction in almost all the industries that we are operating in. As far as our business is concerned, we have presence in both the domestic and the international markets. The international markets basically are from the Middle East, where we do a lot of jobs in the oil and gas and the process industry. Today we have customers across Middle East, Kuwait, Bahrain, Abu Dhabi, Qatar. Very recently we have signed up a contract in Oman, and have many inquiries coming in from the North African region. And in India, we have executed jobs across India in various verticals spanning oil and gas, pharma, food process industries, heavy metals like steel and mining, and also in the pharma domain. So we have a very large portfolio of services, as well as the verticals that we operate in. And going forward, we have a lot of we have the vision of catering to the larger segment of the market, both in India as well as abroad. One of the reasons for raising capital from the market is for any business to grow, capital is the primary governing factor, and we have been growing over the last 20 years, organically. But if we have to grow at the pace where India is growing, and the kind of new projects that are coming up both India and abroad, it is but natural that we have to have the requisite financial bandwidth in place. And with that intention, we are coming to the market to raise the capital.
ઇન્ડિયન મેન્યુફેક્ચરિંગ એની રીતે ચાલી રહ્યું છે. મિડલ ઇસ્ટમાં પણ તમારા બિઝનેસ છે અને ત્યાં જે અત્યારે બધું અખડ-દખડ થઈ રહ્યું છે તો એ તમારા બિઝનેસમાં શું ઇમ્પેક્ટ લાવી રહ્યું છે? થેન્ક યુ.
Okay, I'll answer this in English only. The question was the current situation in Middle East, whether it will affect our business or not. Good question, and I will answer it in two ways. Short-term risk, but long-term gain. I'll tell you why. The reason is, in last 3 months, we have not seen any effect of the war on our business. To be very honest, in last 3 months, we have actually gained on the enquiries that have come in. The reason is very simple, because there will be a lot of new reconstruction work that will come up, and a lot of the oil plants that have actually got destroyed or got damaged in the war, they will come up for reconstruction. Number two, there is a buzz that a lot of these OPEC countries will now gradually come out of OPEC, because they were constrained with the the supply portion, though they had the capacities in terms of the production. We are already seeing that happen with Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi is now out of OPEC, and with that happening, Abu Dhabi has already announced roughly about $50 billion in capex, which has to be consumed in next 2 years. Now, this is one small country which has a production capacity of roughly about 5 million barrels a day, but operating at 3.2 because of the OPEC constraint. Now, with the OPEC out of the way, they are now free to produce whatever capacity they want to. The next in line would be Kuwait. This is the the grapevine that we keep hearing based on what, and there will be other countries which will follow, and this will pave way for a lot of new opportunities that would come, not only in the oil and gas sector, but in the other peripheral services where we are extremely strong. Like every project there will be requirement of power. So the substation requirement, where we have lot of technical capabilities in terms of providing modularized solution, we are already seeing roughly about 1,200 crores worth of active enquiries, of which about 700 crores of active enquiries that have come in last 3 months alone. So we are very confident that going forward of this 1,200 crores active inquiry base that we have created in last 3-4 months, roughly about 25 to 26%, which is our conversion rate, we will only add to our order book going forward. So yes, short term probably some supply chain disruptions are there, but on the flip side, if you look at it, long term gain is far more higher compared to the short term risks.
So can you please tell us a little bit about your competitors? And I have another question as well. Any expansion plans apart from Middle East, in Europe or North America?
Yes, I will answer that. I'll answer the second question first, and the first question later. Expansion plans, we have been very, very proactive. If you ask me, 20 years ago when I started the company, we were a single domain service provider. In last 2 decades, we have matured into a complete integrated engineering company. What started as a design-build solution in the electrical and automation space, today you ask me any domain other than civil, we have expertise in offering the solution. The reason is a lot of automation goes into every domain now. Even in mechanical, there's so much of automation. And we have been very, very proactive and nimble in understanding the requirement of the market. We have built expertise within the company, trained our engineers to upskill based on the industry requirement, and we have also tried to counter the competition, the OEMs basically, who come with a lot of technology, but arm twist companies like us in providing the technology. So we have in-house EMS and PMS system which we have developed, which will become a technology layer on top of all the solutions that we provide. Now, probably we are one of the only companies in the design build space which has an in-house PMS software developed, within the company and offering it as a solution, as a layer on all the solutions that we offer. Now, coming to the competition part of it, if you had asked this question to me about 15 years ago, I would have said there'll be at least 100 companies in India who are in that space, because we were a small company then, with a turnover of about 25-30 crores about 15 years ago. We would be able to participate in small, projects of the ticket size of about 5 crores, 10 crores single order. Today, Leapfrog, with the current portfolio of projects that we have executed, we are in a very sweet spot. I call it a sweet spot because there are not many players in this, 40 crores to 150 crore single order, project size. I can probably say that, handful of them in India which offer complete integrated engineering services. You will find standalone companies which offer maybe services in, let's say, electrical domain or automation domain as standalone projects. Very, very rarely you will find a company which offers a complete solution, integrated solution, encompassing all the services that I mentioned, which is, electrical, automation, mechanical, fire protection system as one integrated solution. So this is the major advantage that we have. Competition, definitely, wherever, in my Middle East, wherever we participate, there are companies like ABB, Schneider, Siemens, L&T, who are my competition. But we score upon over them. The reason is simple, that we bring all the services under one roof. They have expertise in certain domains, which is their core domain, electrical or automation. But the other services, they outsource it. So you can say that they are competition, but they are not in the real sense, because they commercially they are not viable. And this is a trend that we have seen in last more than 20 years that I have been in the business.